I've got a 16-minute drive to work to my next project site, and I thought I'd make a video. All right, and I do want to point something out before we get the video started, and that is that my intent is to hopefully prevent accidents from happening in the first place. I'm not going to be talking about gear. When I say safety, I don't mean gear. I don't mean gloves, full leathers, or whatever else it is. I am just talking about defensive and safe riding habits that hopefully I can, share with you guys, pass on to you guys, things that I've learned over the years. And that's really my goal. All right, you guys, so we're leaving the house. It is 9:13 in the morning, so it's kind of a busy time to be out on the road. And this part of town is also fairly busy here. You got 3 lanes going in one direction, 3 lanes going in the opposite direction. There's a lot to look out for. If there's one thing, not one thing actually, several things that I would like to just point out, when there is a lot of traffic, when things get busier, it's okay to have a bigger gap between you and the vehicle in front of you. You don't have to be right in their bumper. You're probably going to be getting other vehicles that are going to try and change lanes in front of you because of the bigger gap that you're holding. But I always like holding a bigger gap, especially when there's someone that's kind of close to me in the rear, in the back. And if I don't feel 100% confident, like this truck, for example, see, he's passing me right now on the right. He's impatient, and just as, so many people are impatient, and he wants to get up ahead. So yeah, I've been kind of watching him. He's been driving a little close to me, and so been keeping a little bit of a bigger gap with the vehicle in front of me just in case, just so I won't have any sudden stops. When someone's close behind to you, it's good to have a bigger distance up front so that you are not going to stop super quick, which is going to potentially put you in a spot that vehicle that's traveling close to you in the back can hit you. Okay, that's one thing. Keep your distance. Don't follow close to the vehicles that are in front of you. Second thing that's important, and this is important whenever you're out riding, really just pay attention to what's going on around you. There's so much to look out for. The more cars that you add on to the roadway, the more that there is to pay attention to and look out for. But really just try to focus on predicting other cars, other vehicles' moves, what they're going to do, and just watch out, intersections, turn your head, make sure that there's, everyone's stopped, that there's not some car that's just, flying through a red light that can hit you. And as I'm, kind of stopping and we're hitting all these red lights here, I am constantly looking at my side mirrors here just to make sure that car, whichever car that is behind me, that it's paying attention and that it's going to come to a stop when I do. And while I'm on the topic of mirrors, something else I want to talk about, and that is the importance of mirrors. There are a lot of people, including myself, that think that a bike looks better without its mirrors. However, I would never, ever take off the mirrors that I have on this bike or any other bike that I would ever own. They are 100% essential to riding well. I don't understand guys that can ride and not... I don't understand guys that can ride without mirrors. That's first of all. Yeah, when it comes down to mirrors, guys, if you don't have them, put them on. If you have them, use them. Because they can and they will save your life. if something happens and you're able to see what's happening behind you, because you gotta see it. All right, well, as per my normal, I'm always trying to keep my distance, you know, with from all the vehicles that are around me, especially the cars that are traveling in the lane next to my lane. And you know, I actually just got a comment on a previous video where someone said if you keep bigger distance from the vehicles in the other lane, there's a higher chance, basically, that vehicle won't see you. And I 100% agree. The closer that you are to the vehicle in the lane that is next to you, the closer that you are to that vehicle, the less of a blind spot that vehicle will have for you. The further that you are, and we're getting past, thank you very much. Give them a little wave. The further that you are from that vehicle, you are creating a bigger window of a blind spot window. However, in my experience, I have always lucked out better by creating more distance between me and the other car that is next to me. I would rather have someone change into my lane and not see me, but at least I have more time to react to what's going on. And what really helps with it is by not driving like this, where I'm driving right next to this truck or whatever vehicle it is, and I'm driving right next to them for a prolonged period of time. And if I'm in their blind spot, they're just not gonna see me. They're gonna change lanes. They're gonna sideswipe me, and an accident's gonna happen. Always try to keep moving. Either keep moving or create a distance. Like, for example, this truck here on the left. If he changes lanes for whichever reason, I'm in the clear. It's okay. He can change lanes. I wouldn't want him to right now, but he can. And he's not gonna hit me. He's not gonna sideswipe me. I am prepared for that. But if I'm gonna ride right next to him, you're increasing your odds at something happening. So in this situation right here, until I see a gap between that red vehicle ahead and the truck so that I know that I'm not gonna be driving right next to this vehicle, I'm not necessarily gonna pass him. I'm just gonna keep cruising the way I am. And right now, again, we're slowing down. I'm checking my mirrors. This Audi behind me is driving a little close for comfort sometimes, but that's okay. I also use vehicles like this to shield myself in in roundabouts. You know, when they're going and they're in that lane as that truck was, use them as a shield. Stay right next to them. Don't pass them, you know. Stay right next to them, and it'll be as a shield. All right. Well, we're 2 minutes away. I'm super close. Just got to take this red light here to the left, and I'm gonna hang out at a Dunkin' Donuts. See how I took this lane right here and not that lane, even though I want that lane? I'm gonna take that lane right about now. Now let me explain why I did that. So as I'm coming up to this intersection, I chose to be in the left lane because there's a row of standing vehicles in that lane there that I'm looking out for. I'm giving them the space. What if one of them, all of a sudden, sitting there thinking, you know what, I want to turn left at this intersection. They cut right in front of you, they hit you, you crash. I moved over there just because the space allowed for it. There's nobody there, space allowed for it, so I moved into that lane. And when I got to the end, when the speed was lower, I moved back into the lane that I want to be in. Okay, I made a mistake right there. I was in second gear, and I was talking to you guys, and I was not paying attention. But anyways, I always try to create more distance with the cars that are around me. Something else just kind of came to my mind as I'm standing here at this intersection. Whenever I come up to an intersection, and this is something I would suggest everybody do. You're coming up to an intersection, you come to a stop, right? Leave the bike in first gear, hold the clutch in, be ready. My left foot is up, my right foot is down. At least that's how I'm comfortable with it. Stop and look in your mirrors and pay attention to what's happening to the vehicle that's coming up, rolling up behind you. If and when they come to a complete stop, like that semi did behind me, only then will I put the bike into neutral, as I just did. I will never put the bike into neutral until I have positively identified that the vehicle behind me is coming to a complete stop. That's how I've always been riding, and I would really suggest, if you don't do that, I'd really suggest that you do it. And the only reason we do it is because, you know, you keep the bike in first gear, you're standing there at the light, you're watching that vehicle come up from behind you, and if you see that they're not slowing down, if you don't feel comfortable, dodge, run, have an exit plan, have a place that you could go to, left, right, forwards, I don't know, somewhere, but go out of Dodge. And that would be my suggestion on that. I know that there are some guys that will come to an intersection and they will just keep the bike in first gear for the entire duration of being stopped at the light. I don't see the point of that. Once a vehicle is stopped behind you, and especially when there's a second vehicle behind the vehicle that's behind you that's also stopped, I will always put the bike in neutral and just give the clutch a break. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. You know, as I'm driving here to work, I'm gonna pop into that Dunkin' Donuts there and wait for my appointment time. But yeah, I use the bike for commuting to work, and you know, these are just things that I've kind of learned and gathered over the years, and hopefully something helped today in this video, and hopefully you heard something and you're like thinking to yourself, man, that's a good point, that's a good idea. And if there's something you disagree with, let me know down in the comment section below. I'm open to hearing all of your guys' comments, whether they are positive or negative. So let me know. Peace, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Just so you know, I'm gonna have safety video episodes coming out every Friday, and I'm gonna have, so yeah, we're gonna have safety videos coming out every Friday. Every Tuesday we're gonna have just general ride videos. No talking, no music. Me just going out for a ride, filming my ride, and sharing that with you guys. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you on the next video.